Greetings everyone. Today is May 22nd of 23. Hello everyone. Well, this is going to be another fig talk video and my last video in this fig grow room for this season. No more underground videos. Next one will be above ground. And I just want to say a few words about this project that I started about 4 years roughly of giving my trees, fig trees, a head start, awakening them earlier in the season in order for them to ripen their fruit in time before the cold time comes and the end of the year. And each year I was extending the date where I would bring the trees indoor and start them growing under the lights, and I also was increasing the amount of the lights until I got to this point where I feel very comfortable with the results, and I can pretty comfortably say that this will be expected now result for the next season. And this year I started them the earliest, so it was let me see, I uppotted my trees in the end of the December, so right after that, around the New Year's, I was bringing my trees indoor, and for the first 2-3 weeks they stayed without lights, and then the lights were turned on the January 16th, 17th maybe, full time. And in the beginning there was about 10 hours, and then I was gradually expanding until I got to about 15-16 hours, sometimes even more if I'm working around here. And yes, this system worked quite well. For any of you that are living in colder climate, like myself here in Michigan, zone 6A, if you would like to grow fig trees, this will be a good option to have, to try at least. You will be enabled to grow even late ripening varieties in colder climates and experience their fruit, which is amazing. I was pleasantly surprised with Breba. I did not really anticipate Breba fruit, but I had about 14-15 varieties that I have tasted, and they were quite good. Many people say, and I was reading, I don't have much experience with it, that Breba or first crop in fig trees is not as of a good quality. However, I got some really good figs to taste, and there was maybe only one fruit of the tree. So I believe that if the conditions are proper, even Breba can produce a good quality fruit. So based on this, what I did on this system, you can pretty much now calculate how much of a head start you would need or you would want to give to your trees this year. So it's been around exactly actually 5 months and 1 week. Usually I take my trees first or second week in May, and last year on May 15th I took only 15 to 20 minutes of my trees outside, and they were protected with surround. That's a kaolin clay film. Not enough apparently, because the sun was really strong that day, and pretty much every tree had a suffer sunburn on their leaves. Prior to that, again, it was May 10 to 15 around there. We had unexpected freeze. So 80-90% of the trees were damaged by frost. So what I'm trying to say, this is now the most important, the most critical part of this method, if you want to give the head start for trees in a grow room like this. And it doesn't have to be a grow room, it could be a tent if you have only 1 or 2 or few trees. Adopting them or taking them outside to now adjust to the sunlight is the most critical, the hardest part. And this was hard enough. I'm not going to say that this was easy. many times. I had to stay and work here late, watering plants after midnight for an hour and a half. It wasn't easy. However, these bags and my grow bags, I find them that are just working well in tandem. These grow bags now act as what I find as a self-watering system. The water that escapes will stay inside of the bag and will be absorbed in the soil again by the plant. So this works just perfectly, no leakage. So definitely, even for the outside, I will keep my plants, my trees inside of these bags. Not really sure how soon I can place automatic watering system. So for now, they're going to stay inside of these bags. I find that really they conserve more water, and the water doesn't escape as much by evaporating. So I already have prepared. I'm now outside area. I have this area that's 50 by 6 feet roughly. It was my old blueberry patch. So now I have a shading cloth over that area. All of these trees, if they fit, all of them will go inside of that and stay there for 2-3 weeks. We'll see. This will pretty much imitate what the shuffling is for the trees that are in the sheds, and taking them outside and inside during the nice weather, and then bringing them inside when it gets colder at night. Same thing I will do with the trees outside. When I'm home and there is not much sun, maybe it's cloudy day, maybe it's raining, they will be uncovered. So they will be hit by sunlight if it's not too strong. I will have to observe the leaves, basically be by the trees non-stop, and then covering them back until they got adjusted. And usually it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. And this year I'm going to try to do it without the surround of kaolin clay, just shading, and we'll see how it's going to go. I hope for the best. And now I'm going to just show you my trees one more time and what stage of growth they are right now. And also my younger trees behind you. Okay, let's go. I know I'm forgetting probably something to say about this fig grow room, but you've been watching the videos, and for all of you that are just starting maybe to watch my videos, you can go back and you can see the older videos and what they had. Now, I'm not going to even try to walk through these rows because they are really now crowded, and I don't have much room. I only go now when I have to water. But I'm going to show you now just the stage of this main crop. This is Craven's Craving. I had really good results with all of these Black Madeira types. Let me show you. This is another Craven's Craving. This is Smith. They're all full with main crop. And I must say that in my growing ways, I do not really go for production. I am not interested in production right now. All I want to is to confirm this method and confirm varieties. Most of these varieties I will taste for the first time. This is Black Madeira KK. I really like this Black Madeira type. And this is Preto. And I will show you more when I go outside. What else do I have here? Oh, this is Bourgeois Gris. All right, so for the last time, you're gonna see now this fig grow room for this season. You can see now my lights. Also, I have to mention that I was ventilating room. Have 2 windows there, and then one is in a corner right there. So every day I would open and close the windows to get some fresh air. I did not have any kind of like advanced growing conditions like what growers do in tents with CO2, anything like that. Just opening windows, running the humidifier non-stop. I had to shut it off now so you can hear me, but the dehumidifier works non-stop. And now, just briefly, I just want to show you my younger plants. And they are really struggling right now. They are overgrown this area. They are passing the lights in height. I did not have time to lift this lights. You can see them there now. And especially my seedlings in the back. Those had some issues. Now, in the last couple of weeks, I found some scale insects on my trees, and one tree had even spider mites. So I treated them with neem oil. Not really sure positive how much it did help. I did not have really time to observe or to do it more than a couple of times. But I did not want to use sulfur. This is what I usually use outside. So once they get outside, I will treat them all. If they need it, I will just observe to see which trees need to be treated. And now I'm going to just show you the outside area. Bye-bye, fig grow room. All right, well, this is now nice change of scenery, being outside on a beautiful day here in Michigan. I'm very happy to be outside, although I must say that having fig trees indoor in that fig grow room was a big plus for me this winter. The winter just passed very fast, and seeing those green leaves every day really helped me with the winter blues. I have hard time with the winters now when the trees go dormant. So that was a big plus of this method of giving them head start indoor. Anyhow, the trees will eventually go in this area where the orange ground cover is, and then the younger trees will go behind. And right now I will move them into the enclosed area behind this greenhouse. This used to be my area for blueberries. They had to be protected from the birds, and now my trees will go there. Because of my figs, I do not have blueberries, but I have a couple of honeyberries. Some of the trees will go inside of this greenhouse, possibly. I still have to put a shade cloth on top of this greenhouse. And also this area here, I have changed. The door used to be right here. Now I made it on the other side to be really wide. I still have to figure out what to do with the opening and closing. For now, this is gonna work. Let's take a look. So this is the area. I hope that all of the trees will fit, and they probably will. I will place them next to each other, really kind of cramp them if I have to. But for now, for the next 2-3 weeks, we'll see, depending on the weather, they're gonna stay here. And I will give them a shower. I usually do every night before dark, around 7-8 o'clock, around this time when the sun is out, gone. I give them a shower, nice shower. I feel like they really enjoy that shower, and especially the rain. Figs love rain. They just feel all refreshed the next morning. So this is what I'm gonna do. Even when I keep my shade cloth uncovered, pulled up, this is gonna go up. I will just give them a shower even some days when the sun is maybe a little bit stronger. That also will help with the transition. This shading cloth, by the way, now I believe this is now the 3rd season, or maybe 4th. I lost now the count, but it's probably going to be the last year I see some rips in the cloth, but I'm also satisfied with how it did work and performed with transitioning. Okay, like I said, I'm not gonna use kaolin surround clay on my trees. Well, we'll see how it's gonna work, but I hope that this will be enough to transition them. All right, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna start now bringing my trees outside. I have probably 2 hours to do some, and then in the next couple of days, hopefully I will finish all of them. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.